This is my 2022 St. Nick's Cycling Club, the club I belong to. This was the jersey for 2022. Second year I've bought a jersey. And this jersey, even though it's dirty, I think I've only worn it like on 2 rides. And so, I forgot to order it like when the memo come out, you know, to order your club jersey for 2022. When I think that's like maybe in February or something. I just forgot to make the order. I was just too busy. I had other things on my mind. And that's really kind of a metaphor for how my entire 2022 bike season went. I mean, in a lot of ways, I really didn't, my mind wasn't really in it. It was very easy to just kind of say, I'm not going to do that this year. I mean, it wasn't like a bad year. I did a lot of things. I did a lot of rides, you know, but I didn't do as much as the year before. I did 4,500 miles this year. And, you know, I typically do between 5,000 and 6,000. So I was down quite a bit of mileage. I went into 2022 pretty fired up. In March, I did the Dirty South 100K. And I did pretty good. It was the fastest I ever rode it, but still not really very good, especially compared to, you know, the fast people. I cracked it about halfway through, and even though I was on pace to finish way faster, I finished in a little over 5 hours, not quite making the goal that I'd set for myself of finishing faster in 5 hours. And then I did the 2x4 race in Camp Andesonk, which was like a gravel circle race. And then that was it. I didn't do any other races. That was in late March. I just, you know, I was like, I just didn't see the point. I wasn't going to really outperform anything done in the past. I was looking at, you know, coming in last, close to last in most of what I did. I just didn't see the point. My fitness wasn't any better. My weight wasn't any better. I was just pretty much sucking. So, and cycling, while, I mean, it was still important to me, I spent a week doing it in June in Bragg, bike ride across Georgia, and I did the ride across Illinois that our club puts on, which was 133 miles, farthest ever rode in a day, 134 miles in one day. I mean, I was riding a lot, I was active, but I didn't really have any major goals, you know. I mean, after, you know, like I didn't want to do any more crits. It seemed too easy to get hurt. I didn't want to do the mountain bike races because I didn't really think I'd do very good. Some of the early season mountain biking I did, I was scared after breaking my hand in October of the year before. So it was totally healed, but, you know, 6 months after breaking it, and it was fine, but I was scared. Like I could tell, I just didn't want to take any risks. And I let that kind of shut me down on a lot of things that, you know, like maybe doing some more crit racing or doing some of the mountain bike racing. And also, I just didn't really want to pay for it. I was like, bike racing is expensive. The entry fees is $60 or $70 to go do an event that's probably going to, you know, I mean, even if it's just, I just didn't see it's worth it. And so I didn't get into it. Equipment wise, I realized that I was one of the few people riding an old, this is my training bike right now, and my Tarmac is a 2012 or 2011 Tarmac. I mean, it's like 11 years old. It's starting to look really rough. And I'm looking around, and almost everybody I ride with has got something a lot newer. They've got disc brakes, aero stuff. And while that's all cool, I don't really think it makes you any better. I just don't think it makes that much difference. I'm not going to spend a bunch of money on a new bike, especially with bike prices the way they are right now. And I don't really want a bike that I can't easily change the cables, and I made that video a long time ago. I may buy some carbon wheels because I need some wheels. The wheels I've been riding are wore out, and I think maybe carbon wheels might be a good investment. But even that's kind of iffy, I don't know. What do I want to get into for 2023? Well, I'd love to go into Dirty South lighter. I'd love to do that race. I've signed up for the race. That's the one race I've signed up for, maybe the only one I'll do, but I'd love to go into that race lighter. I have to start changing something because my weight's not changing. I mean, I'm putting in about 7-8 hours of training per week on the bike, but a lot of that is, you know, a lot of it's not like hard training right now. I do a lot of zone 2 riding. I do a lot of like just spinning out stuff, you know. So I'm not really doing the hard training that I need to do, and I'm not really changing the way I eat. So my body's like permanently stuck at this 240 pound weight. I've got to make some kind of changes to get the weight to come off. When I lost weight in 2010, I lost about 80 or 90 pounds almost, roughly about 80 pounds in the course of 2 years. And all I really did was just ride more, and I think I ate a lot more protein. I don't really know what I did. I mean, I don't remember. I wasn't on any kind of special diet. I wasn't really doing anything different. It's just like somehow magically weight come off, and now it won't. And I don't know. But I really love to go into Dirty South at 230 pounds. Give myself that goal. That gives me, over 2 months to lose maybe about 8 or 9 pounds. I think I could do it. If I get on a 1 pound a week schedule, that's not that much to do. I think I could do it. I need to change a few things, and I can make it. And if I had that kind of concrete progress where I could look and say, well, look, that's 10 pounds. You would notice 10 pounds. Like if you had to carry a 10 pound weight around with you on your back for a 5-hour ride, 4-hour ride, you would notice that. So I think that's going to help. And I'm going to do that. And then other than that, I don't really know going into next year. I want to do another week-long ride. I love those week-long rides. Going to continue to do the club rides. I'm going to try to remember to order my jersey on time. I've got an idea for a crit series. I'd love to do a local crit series and not have to drive, but I mean, there'd have to be at least a handful of people that wanted to try it. Or maybe another time. I did a time trial series in years past that was really popular. So I'm thinking about getting back into that. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But 2023, surely I can make it a bigger, better year than 2022 was. I moved to Benton, and I've already saved. I did a little calculation the other day. I've saved nearly 50 hours of driving time, and that 50 hours could definitely be going to help me get fitter and doing more training and all that stuff, and saving a lot of driving time. So that should help. So here's to 2023. I'll see you there.